Hey everyone, it's Courtney. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm starting the first part of a new series that I'm doing, which is going to be all about how I became a product tester, how I started doing like product reviews, and how I became a top Amazon reviewer. So I know a lot of people have kind of had questions about this, and it's something that a lot of people are interested in, but you're just not sure how to get started. So I'm going to share with you step by step, starting from, when I very first started up till now, of what to do, like how I did things. So there are many different ways. You can do it however you want. This is just what I found worked for me, and it's the best tips that I could give you. So if you are interested in this, please keep watching, and keep watch for the couple other videos that will follow this, because I am going to break it up into sections just to make it a little bit easier. So let's get started with the first part. Okay, so if you see me looking down, I have like a little list here that I wrote down of all the different like main tips that I want to focus on. So I might be looking down just to make sure that I'm hitting every one of these points. Okay, so the first thing that you're going to need before you start product testing is you're going to want to have access to a decent camera. Now, I'm not saying that you have to go out and spend, hundreds of dollars on a camera. That's not it. What I'm saying is you want to have something where you can get decent quality pictures or video of whatever you're going to be reviewing. That is something that companies find essential. They want to have, clear, crisp, beautiful images of their products or great video. So, if you have a smartphone, most smartphones today take great quality pictures and video. That'll work. If you have a digital camera that is, relatively on the newer side, they take fantastic pictures. Some of you have webcams that are just amazing, they work too. Or, if you have a camcorder, I couldn't think of what it was. If you have a camcorder, kind of like what I have right here, that'll work too. You just want to have access to something where you can get, the high quality detailed pictures. You don't need like a DSLR or anything like that. Just something, decent quality, something that you would use to take pictures of your family or something. You know what I mean? You want something like that. Okay, so the next thing that you're going to want to do is create a name for yourself. You are more than welcome to use your real name. It's completely up to you. Or you can use something like I did, Courtney with Love. Courtney, me, and the things that I put out there, I'm putting them out there with love. So that's how I got that one. I will recommend that you do some research before you pinpoint a name. See if anybody else has it or has something, really similar to it. You want to have something where when you're creating your social media accounts that, you'll be able to have the URL for your name. I had to tweak mine a little bit. Courtney with Love was kind of already taken on some social media accounts, so I just do Courtney with LUV instead of LOVE. Same thing, it's pretty relative, so that works. But you just want to kind of make sure that you'll have access to those names. So, write a list and just search online, see what you find. Alright, after you've done that and you kind of have your name picked out, you're going to want to create an email address for yourself. You're going to be using your email address to join different sites and have companies email you, and I highly recommend that you do not use your personal email. Because if you really start this and you really start getting going, you're going to get flooded with emails. So it's just nice to kind of keep that separate from your personal email. So create a new email address, and again, make it something like whatever your name is, like mine is courtneywithlove@gmail.com. Very straightforward, simple, easy. Alright, so the next thing you're going to want to do is create a blog for yourself. Now, if you already have a blog, you can kind of skip this step and move on to the next one. However, if you don't, you're going to want to create one. You can do so for free. It doesn't cost you any money. You can join, like I did. I joined blogger.com. Free to create a website. So easy to use. Very simple. Very straightforward. Anybody can use it. I know there's also WordPress. I'm not too sure how they work. I'm not familiar with them at all, but I know that is an option. But like I said, I'm just not familiar with them at all, so I can't really talk about them. Blogger is very simple to use. It's got like a place where you can update the look of the blog, the layout. You can use your own custom layout. If you want to see what my blog looks like with like a custom layout, go check it out. It's courtneywithlove.com. I'll put a link down below so you can go see it. You can buy a layout from different people who make them, and your blog will look fantastic, and it's pretty much free. Alright, the next thing that is kind of optional, but I do recommend, is getting your own domain name. Now, if you're not familiar with this, a domain name is www.yournamehere.com. That's a domain name. Mine is, like I said, CourtneyWithLove.com. Basically, what it does is it kind of gives you a more professional edge. Whereas if you had a blog, like under Blogger, it'd be your username here.blogspot.com. It doesn't quite look as professional as yournamehere.com, you know. It kind of gives you that professional edge. Plus, it just makes it easier for people to find you, too. You can kind of develop your own brand or your own name. It's just something I recommend. There's all kinds of sites where you can buy a domain name. You do have to pay for it yearly. It is pretty cheap. I think mine is like $12 a year. Pretty cheap. Okay, so now that you have your blog created, the next thing you're going to want to do is create your social media accounts. If you already have social media accounts for yourself personally, you can use those, but I kind of recommend creating a new one for your blog. The social media sites that I highly recommend getting is a Facebook page. Not like a Facebook like actual page like you use personally, but like a Facebook fan page. Get one of those for your blog. You're also going to want probably a Twitter, an Instagram if you can, and a YouTube. Those are like the key sites. There are all these other ones that you can use. To me, they're not really fully necessary, but the ones that most companies look for is Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and YouTube. So those 4 sites, definitely sign up and use your blog name. Okay, so after you have set up your social media accounts, got your blog done, the next thing you're going to want to do is start joining some sites that do reviews. There are 3 that I'm going to recommend right now, which are great for beginners. And the first one is Influenster. Influencer is a site where they will set you up with like a profile. You answer some questions about your likes, dislikes, that sort of stuff. And they'll see if you're a fit for one of their Vox boxes, is what they call it. They do their Vox boxes, you know, a couple times a month. And if you're a fit for it, they will send you a box full of free stuff for free. If you look on my channel, you'll see I have a couple of videos from Influencer. You'll kind of get an idea of what to expect. I will link a video somewhere around here so you can see one of the videos I did recently from Influencer and just get an idea. They're free to use, no cost whatsoever, very simple to sign up. I'll put a link for Influencer down below if you want to sign up. It's just an affiliate link. You don't have to use it if you don't want to. It's completely up to you. Okay, so the next website is Buzz Agent, which I know sounds funny. It's like bzz, like a bee. They are kind of like Influencer. You go on their site, you create a free profile, tell them a little bit about yourself, like your demographics, you know, and they'll see if you match up for any of their upcoming campaigns. It's free to join. It's easy to use. I highly recommend it. I use that a lot at the beginning of my product reviewing career, you know. Yeah, they're pretty good though. I like them. And they set things up so you know exactly what the company is looking for. It's very easy to use. You'll start racking up like a score. The higher your score gets, the more likely you are to get invitations to doing like product reviews. Alright, so for the last website that I'm going to recommend for beginners to start off with is Smiley360. They're a fantastic site. They offer a lot of different promotions. Again, free to use. Create a profile and they'll see if you match their demographics or whatnot. You will get like little surveys from them to fill out. You fill them out and they'll tell you at the end like, yeah, you're a good fit for this. Here's an invitation to apply. Or no, sorry, you're not quite a fit for this, but we'll send you something later. They're fantastic too. I love them. I'll put a link for them down below as well. Okay, so the last tip for this first video is going to be look around your house and review things that you already have around you. There are so many things in your home that you could review. Find something, review it, share your thoughts on it. Was it worth the buy? You know, would you buy it again? What are the pros? What are the cons? What did you think of it? What did other people in your family think of it? Take photos of it. Put all that stuff onto your blog. That will help you get started and it will help companies kind of see your review style, and that is going to be key. You definitely want to have a few things up there just so people can see what you bring to the table. Alright, so that is it for this first video. I just kind of wanted to leave this as the beginner video. I will be doing some more advanced videos coming up very soon. I will put the link to those down below when I do make them, so check down below. If you don't see them there, that means I haven't done them yet, but be patient with me, they're coming. Also, if you have any questions, feel free to leave those down below, and I'll try to help you as best as I can. I may take some of those questions too if I get many and put them into a video, because that would be kind of easier for me to do.